So this video is going to be all sorts of topsy-turvy because I'm going to be saying a lot of good things about France and top-tier jets. And it's all because of this, the Mirage F1C-200. A plane that you may have heard some things about that make it seem like it's not particularly good. But trust me, this brought me back and it's not going to be for the reasons you think. Let's get to it. Oh, and straight away we're on the new map. This is Mysterious Valley, I think it's set in China. Anyway, onwards. Now for some of you, when you think French Mirage, you're probably thinking of that, well, Delta Wing thing. I've not played it and it looks really weird to me. This is the non-Delta Wing version. So they un-Doritoed the Dorito jet, and this is what you end up with. Now for some reason, I often see people flying this around with bombs or rockets and sort of doing ground strike stuff. I'm not going to be doing any of that, but I will be staying very close to the ground for one very simple reason. This jet has a very unique radar mode, and yes, I learned how to use radar. You can see it right there. MTI, or Moving Target Indicator, is a, well, I don't know how it works. It just works better at low altitude, so we're going to use it. Also, I bound my radar mode so I can do this, which is Air Combat Mode, or Air Combat Maneuvering Mode, ACM mode, which will lock onto anything in that square, which is the easiest way for me to understand how that works. Also, I have this massive drop tank on there with those funky looking fins. Look at those things. And that's just so I can use the afterburner more for now. Oh, right. Radar missiles. Radar missile away! Oh, that was kind of wishful thinking, honestly. Yeah. Let's see if I can lock onto somebody here. Oh, I should probably... Oh, this is bad. Okay. Let's try that again. Honestly, if you think about it, if radar pulses are basically just like pulses of energy going out in all directions, then it's sort of like sonar, right? So if every jet is basically a bat, then they're all just sort of flying around screaming at each other until they hear an echo. You're not going to be able to unsee that image either. Right, before I was so rudely interrupted by flying into the entire enemy team, what I was going to mention is that this has Magic 2s, which are those missiles right at the wingtips. And they are all aspect, which I completely forgot about. So they are able to lock onto anything facing any direction. Of course, they are better from the rear, but they don't have to be fired from the rear. And then we have these Matra Super 530F. I forgot what they were called. Well, they're radar-guided missiles. I'm being locked onto something right off my nose, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just sort of keeping an eye out to see whether or not I'm actually, like, if there's a missile coming my way. This radar warning system, it's different in every plane, as I've learned, but this one's not very good. Right, if I stay low to the ground, we should be able to lock onto things. Now, I know there's another radar mode that some other planes have called Pulse Doppler, which is quite good at picking up planes, but when they turn, like, sideways to you, it loses lock, which the MTI mode doesn't seem to do, which is why I like it. It means I don't have to think as much. Oh, actually, you know what? That might be a missile coming my way. So what we do is we turn sideways to it and we prepare to drop chaff, which I may not need to do now. Now, I watched a lot of tutorials on how to use radar missiles, and apparently these ones are not very good for some reason. Alright, let's try that. I don't know if that's gonna hit. That's an F-111. That has like a missile warning system or something. Never mind. F-104. Never mind. We've lost both of our missiles and our wings because I was not looking out behind me. But look, it's top tier jets and I got a kill. I'm happy with that. Digital camo will save us, hopefully. Also, Lucky Decal is on the tail, and on we go. The only thing I gotta remember is to drop my tank. I've got 11 minutes of fuel in there, which you'll find is very quickly not 11 minutes if you run your afterburner. But I definitely need to drop that if I'm gonna do some maneuvering. Although this is actually quite a maneuverable plane, I will say. I don't know how it compares to the Delta Wing one, but it is quite maneuverable. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going really far out. to the side. I can see all of those trails up there, which I can assume are probably like F-14s firing Phoenix missiles, most likely. I haven't been locked onto yet, so I'm assuming I'm pretty safe. The rest of the team's over there though, so I might be on my own for most of this, and I might run into the whole team again. But the idea is we are going to be an ambush predator. I think we're behind enemy lines now. There's a tornado. There's a German tornado. And there's a Kafir, which is the Israeli Mirage. I don't know what that is up there. I don't want to turn my radar on. Oh, I'm being locked onto something. That's my teammate, probably. Oh, geez. Okay, never mind. Right, drop the tank. I actually remember to bind a button for that. Oh, I've G-locked myself. Uh-oh. That's a MiG-23 that actually probably doesn't even see me, if I'm honest. He has no idea I'm here. So, despite him flying directly at me, he didn't see me. I was panicking for nothing, and I dropped my tank for nothing. Can I get it back? I'll swing around back and pick it up. I gotta watch out for strike planes. I don't know if we're a down tier, which I don't think we are, there might be A-10s, and A-10s are scary. You might not think it, but A-10s are scary. And an F-14 all the way back there, but there's two teammates down there, so I think they should be able to deal with it, right? Depending on the team. Oh, it's a dangerous prospect. Right, there's a MiG-21. What is he doing? I think did he just bomb that base? He might have. Right. He is the closest, so let's lock onto him. I'm gonna switch to my radar missiles. Never mind, that's an F4S right there. That's dangerous. All right, radar missiles away. Now, if he uses, as I understand it, if he uses a single bit of chaff, just one little bit of chaff, he will defeat this missile. But if he doesn't, in the next few seconds, he might be done. But I don't think that's happening. Right. New target. Okay, well, that was never gonna work out. Okay. Oh, he crashed. I think. I'm not sure. Did he crash? No, he got shot down.
Oh no.
That missile might be coming for me. Yep. I saw it go up and I'm like, Right, so just looking at the loadout for the Mirage, you actually have a whole different group of missiles here. So these here that I'm using, these are the Matra Super? Yeah, Super 530F. And I don't know, people have said that they're not very good. I don't mind them, actually. But these are the 530, well, the R530Es. Now, they come in two modes. You have these, which are infrared, and they're basically like they're rear aspect only, meaning you can only launch them at targets that are going away from you, and they have kind of a long range, but that's about it. Otherwise they're not very good. But then you have the radar version, which is exactly the same, just it's guided by the radar, so it's just overall a worse missile than this. But they're both called the 530, like 530, like they're not related in any way. Did you tell me this and this are the same missile? I don't think so. Now, I could also get rid of the fuel tank here and go with something else. Now, we have a whole lot of bombs. Like, we got these 2,000 pound, 500 pounder. Right, that's the 2,000 again. We got these parachute bombs as well. And then on the wing pylons, you can have snap rockets, which are these beer kegs on the wings. Now, you could also do this. For some reason, you can't have the supers also on the belly pylon. I don't know why that is. You can only have the old 530, which I used to run this setup, but I didn't end up using that missile in the middle, so the tank just made more sense. I don't know why the tank points downwards. That seems like it would cause more drag than anything else. Oh no, it's an Iranian F-14. Must resist. Must resist. I'm calm. I'm completely calm. So something that I find really weird about the Mirage F1 though is I always understood it to be kind of a ground attack plane. Well, not really like an attack or strike aircraft, but more like a multi-role, kind of like an F-18. But in War Thunder it's classified as a fighter, and now I'm very confused as to what its actual mission role is supposed to be. If you know, let me know down in the comments. But the big problem with War Thunder is that it doesn't actually have a multi-role option. So if and when the FA-18 gets added, they'd better give it the proper role of multi-role, because it would not make sense for it to just be considered a fighter. I mean, it's got F and A in the name. Can't stand for much else. Meanwhile, all the people without vehiculatisms are just like, what the hell is he on about? Right, tornado coming in. Should I stay with the magics? I think magic would be fine. He has aim 9Ls though. So if he sees me, this could be bad. Alright, we're gonna go up like that. Missile away. Oh, he didn't even see it. He didn't even see it. Okay, drop the tank. We're dropping chaff. We're dropping all kinds of things. It's locking onto the sun. Oh, it's all going wrong. Oh, I'm dodging missiles like Neo. Wait, Neo, did he dodge missiles? No, he dodged bullets. That's a whole different thing. He would have dodged those bullets though, I think. Look at all those missiles going everywhere. So at this BR, you get to play this fun game of, is that a missile or is that a plane? It's a very fun game. There we go. F20, does he know I'm here? I mean, he's got to have radar warnings going off. There's another, what is that? All right, I'm gonna just drop some chaff and flares. We're gonna go for another missile. Fox 1. There we go. Ooh, okay, there are missiles coming for me. There are missiles coming for me. Oh, this would be a good time to realize that I wasn't using my radar missiles, and that's why I was struggling. And we're gonna go here. I'm gonna drop some chaff and flare. Yeah, because he thought that was a magic, and I actually wasted my magics. And that's a problem, because this yak is all over me right now. Oh yeah, he can outturn me, can he? Wait, what if I do this, and then I go back down again? I think this is working. Oh, well, unless that happens. Alright, I'm staying below the mountains trying to be sneaky. And I might have slightly overdone the whole sneaking around the map because I'm way behind the enemy team. There is an F4S coming right this way. That's two of them, actually. Okay, this one here. We'll go down below the mountain right here. That should work. Gonna lock onto this guy. There we go. Oh, it just missed him. All right, this is Magic 2 time. This is Magic 2's. Oh, there might be somebody right on me, actually. Come on. Guns. Well, that worked. It's like a point-blank shot. It's fine. I haven't had a chance to show off the radar missiles, but I mean, yeah, look, if they turn at the last second, it might not hit. Okay, I know this is an AI target, but let's try that. Because you can see it can do the job. Okay, we got one Magic 2 left. Ooh. Oh, he just clipped my wing. He just clipped me. Okay, I think I'm more maneuverable than the F4S. Well, let's find out. Well, I guess I didn't need to be. I did almost frag my teammate there. Almost. It's fine. It's fine, right. I've got nothing left. So, I mean, there is only one guy left. Maybe I can get him with the guns. Get a guy who's fully loaded with missiles after just having rearmed. And take him on with missiles. Why not? Seems like a perfectly reasonable idea. There's so many AI planes. Alright, why am I getting radar pulse from the rear? Okay, that's bad. Oh, I'm just like rotating because my wing was damaged. I was like, why am I not pulling downwards? Do I even have flight control anymore? I don't think so. That's a problem. There's something directly in front of me. Oh yeah. Somewhere over here. What is that? Ooh! I think that was aimed at me. Ooh, I gotta start turning. Oh, this is a terrible situation to be in. Let me lock. There we go. It's an F-16. Well, so long as he doesn't notice this. Ooh, that could be a problem. Yeah, that might definitely be a problem. So the Mirage F1C-200. The plane that this video really wasn't actually about. See, the point I'm trying to make with this particular video is that top tier used to be really unenjoyable for me. And it's not purely because of this plane or this missile or this radar, it's that I was stuck playing planes that I didn't enjoy playing. And this is kind of the curse of games like War Thunder with this kind of free-to-play progression system, is that if you get down a tech tree and you don't know what the planes or tanks or any vehicle are like towards the end, your only options are to keep slogging through that grind, buy a premium, or start a whole new tree. Yeah, there's new BR changes coming and the game will always change, but the one thing that doesn't change is the grind. And the grind is only really a grind if it's not fun. And sure, this is a premium plane, but as I've said, the Mirage F1C is available in the tech tree for free, and it is exactly the same as this one. The flight model's exactly the same, the missiles are exactly the same. The reason I was struggling with the Phantom so much is because the radar struggles to maintain a lock. Unless you're using the F4S with the newer pulse Doppler radar or whatever it is. But also the missiles, the AIM-7s aren't the most reliable. It's not the early ones. The later ones are better, but the early ones are not so good. So when it comes to trying to hit something at long range, especially at the BRs you end up at, it starts to become a lot harder. People know how to deal with pulse Doppler, they know how to notch, which is just turning to the side, they know when to drop chaff. But then you're also at a place where you're fighting the F-14s, and I know the Tomcats are going up in BR, so you might not see them as much in your Phantoms, but there will always be something else. And you might even still see some of the early Tomcats, especially the Iranian one, that is going to have even better Phoenixes, which it's debatable whether they even work in real life, but they have them. And that's always going to be a thing. So you can't really change that, but I guess that's why videos like these exist, and why a lot of War Thunder creators exist at all, is because you need to know what you're getting into. And if you're going to spend a few hundred hours grinding a tech tree, you need to know whether or not that's even going to be something you enjoy. And the only way to truly know that is by playing it yourself. And this is something that, as much as I've seen War Thunder has changed quite a few things, there's been a lot of pushback from the community that's changed things for the better, somewhat. We're still missing a lot. And something that I think needs to happen is we need to get universal test drives. You can already test drive a vehicle that's next in the research tree, but you have to get there to do it. As far as I'm concerned, you should be able to test drive any vehicle in the tech tree. You can do that with a premium vehicle because, of course, they want you to try it so you can buy it. But you should be able to do that for anything that's in the free tree as well. And that, unfortunately, is the sort of somber conclusion to this whole video. Yes, I've been having fun. I've been really enjoying this plane. I've been enjoying top tier for the first time ever because I have a radar I can use. I know how it functions. I have a plane I know roughly how to fly, and when I get myself into a trouble, which I inevitably do, I have these magic missiles, which I love the name of, by the way, magic missile. They will get me out of danger because they can lock onto anything from any aspect. It's a get out of jail free card so long as, you know, you're fighting against somebody who's not ready for it or is not able to do anything about it. And I know I joke a lot about the French, but their planes genuinely are interesting and good-looking planes. I mean, the F-15 Eagle is still a much better looking plane, but this comes close. But if you enjoyed this video, found it informative, or you want to see more of it, don't forget to hit that like button down below, and of course, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. My name is Panzer, thank you very much for watching, and as I black out my pilot one last time, I'll see you next time.